everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I want to give a big welcome to my new subscribers. Welcome. Hope you like this content. I am in the family room looking outside on this Saturday with the cold polar vortex that we're getting here. Makes it feel like minus 16. And the wind has been picking up on and off. And it's really brutal outside. I went outside several times. We only got a dusting, an inch, less than an inch of snow last night. And I did a little dusting off on the patio, and then I salted some of the driveway. And even though I was bundled up, I still felt like I was going to freeze to death. It was so cold. And days like this make me want to think about how it's nice to just sit inside and reflect on life, in general. How we need to slow down and just reflect and be at peace. And if there's some turmoil that's in us, we need to take that time out for the Lord in prayer and, tell him what's going on in our lives and what's bothering us and what's causing the turmoil. I'm not against therapy. If that's for you and you want to do it and it helps you, then, yes. But speaking for myself, I'm not ready to open up to anybody yet. I don't know if I ever will be, but I do pray and ask God for guidance, and I talk to him about it more, my problems. I feel in my mind that when I'm talking to someone, that in the back of their mind, they're judging me. Okay? I don't want to open up. It's like I want to stay in my safe bubble, even though the bubble that I'm in has lots of turmoil. It stems from childhood, teenhood, young adulthood. We all come into this world innocent and thinking everybody is going to be, nobody could do any harm. Nobody could say any harm. Nobody could do any harm. But however we are treated in the early ages of our life shape and mold and us and change our way of thinking. We are our own worst critics because of standards in this world. You're too thin, you're too fat, you're not making enough money, you're not at a certain height, you are negative in this topic and too positive all the time. And if you don't talk enough, they think you're a snob. And if you talk too much and stand up for yourself, they think that's the wrong thing too. People got to understand, however you are raised or someone says or does something to you at an early age, it does cause a lot of trauma. And the reason for this video is because I have a lot of on my mind. I'm not going into detail, but I'm trying to say is like, it's good to talk things out to God or your therapist or both, however you choose. For me, right now, it's the Lord. He is my confidant. I tell him everything. I don't tell anybody the stuff I tell him. Oh my goodness, I'm getting off the subject because I have a visitor. It's Sage. She just trilled to say hello. Hi, honey. And this is us, my other best friend. She knows when I'm upset because she always comes and sits with me in this room. It catches so much light and it gives a warmth to this room. So as I was saying, like, I don't tell anybody anything that's going on that I want to tell. If there are things I will tell them, I will tell whoever. But if they're not, I will never. God is my only confidant. I don't say nothing to my immediate family, to my extended family, nothing. No friends, nothing. Because I've learned that not everything is for talking. And you don't know what someone's thinking once you empty everything out. That's my perspective. I have a lot of trust issues with people in my life, and I've been hurt countless times, and I choose not to open up about things. I will not, because you don't know what's in their back of their mind. They could be nothing. But when you come from a place where you have a lot of trust issues and things that have happened to you and it kept going on, you want to step back and you want to like go into your bubble and protect yourself. So I only let God in. He's the only one I let in my life to hear my thoughts, to hear what's bothering me, who has said what, who has hurt, things like that. Asking him for healing, asking him for guidance, asking him to comfort me, and give me peace and healing and guidance, and helping me not to act on my emotions. I used to act on my emotions. I'm a very short-tempered person, and I will not be ashamed of admitting that, because I used to be that way. I'm not 100%, that way, but I try to take a step back and I try to calm myself down. And instead of calming myself down, I run to God, because he's the only one that can give me strength to not do or say the things I want to say. I have to forgive that person, and I leave them into God's hands. That's all I do. It's just like, okay, Lord, I want peace with this person. I don't want to be insulted or ignored and left out of conversations, which has been a lot lately. And it's just like, there's like, every family has their little, quiffs, like quirks. And sometimes people don't realize, maybe they're doing it and they don't realize it, or there's no intention behind it. But there is, sometimes people do things without realizing it. And the only way to actually get past that is first see your therapist, talk to them, or go to God, or both. Or me, I'm going to God, and I ask him to help me through it, and then it kind of starts working better for me. This life is so hard sometimes, and it's so painful. And excuse me, it's so painful. And instead of trying to criticize and put somebody down or forget about them, what you need to do is just like step back, put yourself in someone else's shoes, and say, would you like this be happen? Would you actually like this happening to you? So I have learned that. I've learned to understand certain, things by certain people in my life. And I accepted them for who they are because, that's who they are. And so I know I'm rambling on, but what I'm trying to say was this was put upon me to just talk today, and it's like a mental, emotional conversation I'm having with you all. I know that most of us are going through a lot, and we are all at certain points in our life where we just cannot handle certain things on our own. And it's always good to reach out to get help anywhere. And even God helps us too. And I love my family and I love my extended family. It's just, I have no issues. It's just I'll say it again, when you go through your life, young age, and things happen, whatever trauma happens in your life, it shapes how you think about people and how you are. Because when you come into this world innocent and thinking that because children come into this world innocent and they love everybody. They do. They absolutely love people. They love everybody. It's what happens to you and how you are raised. I was raised great. I have a wonderful mom. And it's just things that happen to you. It could be trauma from school. It could be trauma from anything in your life that just makes you think differently, And, it's good to get the help that you need. So anybody that's out there that's feeling really alone and by themselves and sad, just know that God loves you very, very much. He cares so much about us. He does. And he understands every emotion you are going through. He's a loving God. He's a faithful God. He's a caring God, and he's a holy God as well. Just take your problems to him. He'll be there. Believe me, he's been there for me countless times. And I've seen it in my life. I have. And I just gave you, in this video, you'll see a tour of the little things in my home. I don't have a big home, and I'm happy about that because I'm older now. When I was younger, I always wanted this big house, like a country style house, I never want anything really grand. I don't find them, not putting anybody down if you have it. I'm just saying, speaking for myself, I don't like big grand houses or big houses. I find them too cold. I mean, you can heat them up, but it's just like, it's too much. The cozier for me, the better. Just like my channel, The Cozy Corner Life. And there's this cute little plaque I have in my family room, and it says, "Love grows best in little houses like ours." I got that from my niece, Carly Ann. Years ago for Christmas. I thought it was the sweetest gift from my niece. I love my niece. She's like the best niece I could ever have. She's my only niece. And love my nephew. I love my nephew and my niece. They're great. They're great kids. They're very smart. They're well-grounded. And anyway, I was looking, my son and I were out yesterday doing our errands, and I went out to the stores, and we live in a rural area and we travel, and I just see these houses, and my son thinks the same way as me. He's like, I don't want these big column houses, Mom, when I'm getting a house. I want this. So he shows me, like, I'm like, oh, that's like right up my alley, like a porch, a screened in, like, seasonal porch, and a nice upstairs, downstairs, like, and like a cape, almost like a cape. And he's like, I'm looking for something like that, and have a family someday that way. And I'm like, that's a really nice home. And I showed him this little house that I liked. It is so adorable. It's like a mint green color. It has a wraparound deck on the back. And over the deck, you see the valley so wide and the mountains. I said to myself, and I said to him, I said to myself, and I thought to myself, and then I said to him, I could just see myself sitting out here at night in the summer with my, citronella candles to keep the mosquitoes away, and just sitting out there and just looking up at the stars and just having like an iced tea or something and just taking pictures of the breathtaking view. I mean, this house it's not grand, but it's well kept. And the woman that owns it, she's a senior, because I've seen her out there. She mows her own lawn. I don't know, she has a husband, but maybe she's widowed. But I said, Lord, if she ever wants to sell it, I'm looking for that house. It is so nice. It has a nice walk up. It's on a hill, and it's on a main road, but it overlooks the valley, and it's so pretty and so quiet and very small. And then down the road a little bit down the road a bit, there's another cute little country house. It's white. It has 2 sheds out back for storage. And this man and woman, I've seen them go in and out because we pass by and happen to see them sometimes. They're a senior couple. And they have these white pebble stones that make the walkway. And then they have like a stone trim on the outside. And then their driveway where they pull up, where they park their cars, is all white pebble stone. I'm like, and she has a what do you call it, a clothesline outside in the spring. And she puts it up because that's on my way to go to my errands with my store. So I've seen that house for years, and my son is like, you like that house still? I'm like, yes, I do. I like both of them. And there was one years ago across the street from that mint house. It was this grand house with it was huge. I used to be like, that's my dream house. Now I could care less about it. It was for sale. I'm like, I could care less. I just want something simple and quiet and relaxing. Because when you get older, your tastes change. Everything changes. Sometimes people want to slow down. Some people don't. Me, I'm trying to slow down, take it easy. And this mint green house and that white house that are on the same road, but maybe a mile or 2 apart from each other. They are so cute. They are so cute. I love them. So, but yes, when you see the pictures or the videos, and I'll insert some pictures there too. Just my little home. Nothing spectacular, just quiet and quaint. The way I like it, the way I want it to be. And I'm content because God has provided my needs day in and day out, and He will provide for you too. And I just want to say thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope this video brings you a little bit of happiness. I know it was really deep at first, but that's what this channel is. It's not one topic. We will go shopping hauls. We'll do shopping hauls. We'll do some crafts. We'll do some baking. We will do some meal stuff, and we will do devotionals, and we will do deep talking. Whenever it's put upon my heart, I will do a topic and we'll discuss things. So that's it for today. I hope you guys stay warm, stay safe, stay blessed, and have a wonderful weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.